Today is all about Milani's top rated makeup products. We have a full face, so let's begin with the eyes. Starting with their eyeshadow primer. This one is $6.99. And I think they only have the one shade, 01 Nude, but it's just like a nice thicker type of an eyeshadow primer. Just like that. You can see how thick that is. Just gonna take my finger and really blend this in. I think it does cancel ever so slightly, you can kind of see, but it doesn't really add anything, any kind of extra pigment to the eyelids. Moving on to the eyeshadow palette, this is their Gilded Nude eyeshadow palette. It's retailing for $19.99. So let's go for it and start first with this color right here called Me Time. It has this nice, more of like a soft, peachy, salmon-y undertone. I'm gonna take first this shade right here called Boozy Brunch, and then Offline. Kind of wanna take that in the crease as well. See if that will give me a little bit more payoff. I'm gonna take this shade right here, this beautiful nude brown shade called Do Not Disturb. All right, I'm excited for this shade right here, the star of the show. Detox. I'm gonna use a brush with this just because I wanna see how it's going to work with a brush, and if anything, I can just go with my finger on top. And I am gonna wet it, but I first wanna try it dry and see how that's going to look on the eyelid. Oh, that's really pretty. I think this is definitely gonna look really good wet, and the glitter is kind of flying all over the place, even if I'm packing it on. So before we go any further, I'm just gonna wet this right away. And I'm gonna use the Make It Last by Milani. There we go. But it's definitely very loose type of a pigment, just because look at that glitter falling all over my face. But maybe do your eyes first like I am, and then go in with your base makeup. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of this brown shade and take a smaller little crease brush and work that into the crease a little bit and on the outer corners. Let's go in with their Liquid Matte Eyeliner. This one retails for $7.99. I picked up 110 Black Matte. So this one right here is like a typical liquid eyeliner with its own applicator. It's not super sharp, but it does have a very slight, like a felt tip, and I'm hoping it's going to apply beautifully on top of these eyeshadows, which looks like it has no problem. And I'm just stamping it on. Wow, look how dark that is. Yeah, it's not having any issues at all. Let's just hope it dries down really nice and matte. Eyeliner is on, which looks really pretty. It was actually really easy to work with, and I did try to clean up underneath, but you can see all of that glitter. It's not coming off, so I'm just gonna use some tape, just very gently pick it up this way. This is like the last resort. It just has so much fallout, this eyeshadow. For mascara, this is their highly rated mascara. It's literally the name of it. Retails for $9.99, and it's saying some kind of 10-in-1 mascara, but they don't really say what 10-in-1 is. But it looks really intriguing. It has a lot of great reviews, so let's go for it. I've never tried this out. Wand is a very typical mascara wand, very densely, tightly packed boar bristles. It's a little more chubby, so it's probably gonna give a really good volume. It seems really black, and the bristles are quite stiff. It's not as dry of a formula as I would expect, but it's going onto the lashes really well. Yeah, if anything, I'm just gonna complain that the wand is a little bit big, so you do have to be a little bit more conscious of how you're applying the mascara. To prime my face, I'm going to use this one right here by the Milani, their Make It Last Original. This is their Prime, Prep, and I think Set or something like that. Prime, Correct, and Set. It's supposed to set your face for up to 16 hours wear, so that's really exciting. Let's shake it up first and then just go ahead and spray. And this definitely has a scent, but it's quite pleasant on the face. For the foundation, we're going to go in with their Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I have two shades. We have 0A2, which is cream, and then 00 AA Ivory. This retails for $9.99. And when they first came out with this, I really love this. It's definitely more of a heavier coverage foundation. So they're saying this is great for redness, skin imperfections. It's their water resistant formula, and it gives you a really nice flawless finish, which they're saying it's a medium to full coverage, and I do like to apply it with a dampened sponge. That's what we're gonna go with. Let's check this one out first, and it does have a nice pump. I think that's too bright. And you can see how thick this formula is. And again, it does have a scent. I think this one's a little more fragranced, but look how beautiful that is. That finish is stunning. Very easy to blend. A little goes a long way, and you can really build up this foundation to get like a really full coverage. For brows, we have their Precision Brow Pencil in shade 130 Soft Brown, retailing for $8.99. Is this supposed to be long wearing? Yes, stay put formula that creates natural hair-like strokes, which I am all about. I already swatched it. It looks like it's nice and creamy, but also like that stiff formula where you can be really precise, and you can see with the spoolie, it just does a really nice soft blend. Just brush up these hairs. Looks like it's a nice soft brown. But like I was expecting, the formula is creamy, it's blendable, but also a little bit more stiff, so you can be a little more precise with it. For the brow gel, I picked up their clear brow gel, and this retails for $8.99. And this one has really good reviews. They're saying it's a lightweight, clear finish formula that keeps the brows in place without being too stiff, which we all love. Let's put this on. Looks like it's going on pretty well. Looks like it's depositing the product pretty evenly. All right, as of right now, it did really good. I'll give it like a good couple of minutes to see if it's gonna stay up or if my brow hairs are going to fall down. For concealer, we have their Conceal and Perfect Long Wear Concealer, and they're saying this is supposed to be long wear up to 12 hours, I believe, and full coverage. I do have two shades, 105 Ivory Rose and then 115 Light Nude. So I think this might be a little bit too light, so we'll have to mix the two. Has a really nice doe foot applicator. Yeah, it looks like it's a little bit too light. Oh, this is even lighter, it seems. Ooh, okay. I'm just gonna take the sponge and work this in. Wow, that is bright. Okay, hello. It's blending out quite easy with the sponge, and yes, I would say a little goes a long way. I didn't use an eye cream underneath. I feel like with this, I would definitely love an eye cream just because the formula is a little thick and it's a little bit drying. Before I set my face, I do have a liquid product I wanna go on my cheeks first. I have their Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush. I have 3 shades, but this is retailing for $9.99. Their Gel Cream Liquid Blush that's infused with watermelon, pomegranate, and rose extracts. This is Nude Flush. That's really pretty. Then we have Pink Flirt. That's really like neon. And then 140 Rose Romance. It's a little bit darker, yeah. Yeah, I think just mixing these 2 shades together is really pretty. And I'm just gonna take whatever I mix on the back of my hand, take a brush, stamp it in, and then go on top of my cheeks. Oh, that's so pretty. Let's move on to the setting powder. This is their Conceal and Perfect Shine Proof Powder in shade 1 Fair. And this retails for $10.99. The battery died. I already applied a little bit of the powder, as you can see on my face, and it really blurred the under eye area really nicely, but I do have to say it's a little bit drying. I'm definitely gonna use a little bit more of the setting mist on top just because it is definitely a little bit more of a drying formula, but it definitely blurred everything. Like, look at the areas where I applied it. It's just really smooth, very blurring. For bronzer, we're gonna go in with their Silky Matte Bronzing Powder in shade number 2 Sunkissed. This one is more of a medium cool brown, which I think is so beautiful. And I'm just gonna use the Ulta Beauty Bronzer 21 brush. So pretty. This is one of the more beautiful bronzers from the drugstore. For powder blush, we're gonna go in with their Rose Powder Blush in 01 Romantic Rose, retailing for $8.99. And this does have a natural soft finish with a matte formula. Wow, it's applying so beautifully on top of that powder. Everything just looks so soft and blurred. That's really pretty. For face highlighter, this is their Baked Highlighter in shade 110 Dolce Perla. Beautiful highlighter. I featured this I think a couple of times already on my channel. $10.99, but it's really pretty. Like, you can do like a very soft dusting like I am right now, and it just looks really stunning. Let's finish off the lower lash line for the eyes. Another thing with this mascara, it can get a little bit clumpy. As you can see, I'm trying to like move it around a little bit, distribute it, but you can see how dark it is, how pigmented and beautiful it is. And I am going to put a little bit of eyeliner in the inner corner just to extend the tear duct just a little bit, but I'm going to use a different eyeliner. So I'm just gonna use this one right here, the Stay Put eyeliner in shade 01 After Dark. Retails for $8.99. It's their 16-hour wear eyeliner, which is really nice. Before the lips, I am going to spray it again on the entire face besides the eyes, because I really want to make sure everything just melted in really beautifully together. Lips. We have two products. We have a lip liner and then we have their Keep It Full Max Plumping Lip Lacquer. Let's start off with their lip liner. This is their Color Statement Lip Liner in shade 04. I love how creamy they are. They're pretty long wearing. They're not drying. Very comfortable formula to wear. I think one thing I'll complain about this lip pencil, you do have to sharpen it with a sharpener, and if you don't have a good one, it could really ruin the tip. Otherwise, it's a beautiful lip liner. As you can see, the lip liner, it's a really nice, soft, natural color, a little bit darker than my natural lip. I am going to top it with their Keep It Full Max Plumping Lip Lacquer, and these are very, very pigmented, full coverage lip glosses, and they smell delicious, really nice. $8.99, and of course, other colors to choose from. Oh, that's really nice. Wow. These are quite plumping. Ooh. Hold up. Kind of burning. It's like, you know, you eat a spicy, like a jalapeno or something, and then it's like that after effect. It's still going, y'all. It's not super spicy, just a little hit. But I wanna say the color is really beautiful with this lip liner put together. It's a little sticky because it's such a thick formula, but it's really beautiful and it's very comfortable on the lips. I'm really excited to see how this is going to wear long term, just because it's such an opaque formula. Wow, that's beautiful. Milani has beautiful makeup, that's all I gotta say. All right, I'm excited for that check-in. First update, and we're doing really good. It's before dinner. Once I had the snacks, that lip gloss, it wasn't burning anymore. Honestly, burned. I had Jackie try it as well to see if she would have a similar reaction. Same thing, she kind of inhaled it and she started coughing. But yeah, everything else still looks really good. Makeup is on, very airbrush looking. Eyeliner looks bomb. Mascara looks great. Eyeshadow, everything's just looking good. Final update for the Milani makeup products. I think overall, we're looking still pretty bomb. We're looking a tad shiny on the forehead, but overall, really good. I would say the only place the makeup has rubbed off is tip of my nose, and then a little bit right here on the chin, and a little bit of the redness is starting to peek through just a tad. But for the longevity, I still remember, or it kind of reminded me of why this foundation is so good. A little bit goes a long way, and again, if you are sensitive to fragrance, you might not enjoy this, or your skin might not enjoy this. The next product that I really want to reiterate how much I enjoyed it was the setting powder. It's definitely very mattifying, definitely very shine controlling. It definitely blurs everything. If you are somebody that loves a really nice setting powder, definitely check this out. And then every other cheek product that I used, the liquid blushes, beautiful formulas. They have so many shades to choose from, very blendable, very pigmented. And then of course, these blushes right here. These rose blushes are again, really beautiful. And again, I think they give like a very soft, natural finish that's a little more matte. Bronzers, you can't go wrong with this. I think the only thing with the bronzers, I would want a little bit more shades, but these bronzers are stunning. They blend so easily, have a very seamless finish, just beautiful, last a very long time. The one thing that surprised me is this clear brow gel. I am very impressed with the formula. My brows, I feel like haven't moved. They don't look crusty. They just look really wispy, very feathery, very light. For the brow pencil itself, the formula is, like I said, creamy, but it's a little more on the stiff side. So I feel like you do have to kind of blend a little bit more than your typical eyebrow pencil. The only thing couple of things I didn't really enjoy. Eyeshadows. Yes, I really like this palette. There's so many beautiful shades to wear on a daily basis. You can create some really bold eyeshadow looks, some really simple everyday looks. I feel like I had to try a little bit harder to really make these eyeshadows pop, just because they're not as pigmented. They have so much fallback or like kickback of the product itself because it's a little bit softer, it's softly packed. And then these glitter shades, I still see it all over my face, and then I'm looking straight and I can literally see in different parts of my eyes or eyelashes where the glitter is just sitting on top of my eyelashes and it's like hitting the light. So it's like I'm seeing stars all day long because of the glitter. It just keeps falling down my face and down my eyes. The eyeshadow primer is really great, really inexpensive, and it really ensures that your eyeshadow is not going to crease if you have a lot of creases, and it just does a really beautiful job. I can't complain about this eyeshadow concealer at all. I think it's phenomenal. Definitely give it a go. The next thing, eyeliner, it's definitely on the eyes. It's very matte, very beautiful. The only thing I will say is it doesn't really look good in the inner corner. That's why I had to go in with a separate eyeliner. But this separate eyeliner, it's really stuck in that inner corner, which is a good thing. It hasn't bled, it hasn't transferred. I think it did a really good job. The next thing I will say, I'm not sure how I like this mascara. I think it still looks really beautiful. It hasn't transferred into the crease, but it is flaking, and it's flaking quite a bit. The concealer, it's actually quite nice with this foundation. It's definitely very full coverage. A little bit goes a long way, and they are very brightening. The next thing, lip liner, is not as long wearing as you can see, but I feel like I really just licked it off with what I was eating today. And then this lip gloss, this plumping lip gloss. I love how opaque this is. A very comfortable formula to wear after the plumping has kind of fizzled down, and it smells good, it tastes really good. So if you're into plumping lip glosses, please give us a go. And then of course, last but not least, their setting spray. Their prep, correct, and set spray. If you're not into fragrances or if you're sensitive, you might not enjoy this as much, but I do enjoy this setting spray quite a bit, and I think it does help with the longevity of all of the makeup. If you're new to the Milani Beauty brand, I would definitely start out with their cheek products, like their bronzer, their blushes, their highlights. But for now, guys, thank you for watching, spending time with me, and I'll see the next one very soon.